This is the AUKEY Aura phone lens, model number PLWD06. Now, inside the box, you do get your warranty card, which is good for 24 months, and a card that is really your user manual. It's in English and in multiple different languages. Get a nice carry pouch. It's a hard case carry pouch. Also, you have a carry loop here, and I'll show you that in a moment. Simply unzip it. There you go. On this side, let's get everything out. Get a cleaning cloth. That's to keep all the dust and fingerprints off of this lens plus your camera phone lens. You get a back cap, which means this one right here. And so instead of you walking around with the glass exposed, you put the cap on the back. You got a cap on the front and the back now. And you get a carbiner. What that is for, you put it through this loop right here, and now you can attach this to a book bag, your belt loop, wherever you want to connect it to, if you so wish. You get the clip itself, very good and strong spring mechanism. I'd say it's just over an inch deep. The lens hole is very big, so kind of be careful on your camera phones, because sometimes you may have to center the lens a little bit to get a really good picture, because if it's off-centered, you may not get the desired effect that you want. There is rubber padding. There's a rubber pad on the back of the clip and on this whole part here to protect your device from scratches. And of course, you get the lens itself. You do get a nice little spring-loaded front end clip. And on the inside, if you look, it does say 52 millimeters. I'll get to that in just a moment. And there is your lens. And simply, you take it and carefully, since the clip is made out of plastic, you just simply carefully make sure it threads in there. And you want it snug. Don't over tighten it. A lot of people tend to over tighten it and break the clip. Just want it snug. Right when you feel it connect, give it a slight little extra twist to make sure it's snug, and that's it. Now you're ready to go with your wide angle shots on your camera. Now this is a 2-in-1 lens. You got the wide angle. Then if you look, it says macro lens. To use the macro lens, you unscrew it. And unfortunately, that doesn't fit. That would have been nice if that fit, but it doesn't. And then there's your macro lens. It's a 15 times macro lens, which means you can get pretty darn close to your subject. And then to get back to the wide angle lens, just simply twist it on, and once again, don't over tighten it. Once you feel it stop, give it just a tiny little bit of a nudge to make sure it's tight, and that's it. Now, if you remember inside the cap, it says 52 millimeters. That's because this part here is threaded. So if you wanted to use a filter to take pictures and or video, you can do so. You can buy a 52 millimeter filter. You can get like an ND filter, a UV protection filter, so that way, you know, nothing will damage the actual lens. It'll damage the UV filter. And there's also various other lens, filters that you can pop on there if you like, just as long as it's 52 millimeters. Now the housing is made out of an aluminum alloy. And there's multi-elements in here. That means there's more than one piece of glass. Now, the glass is also coated to reduce lens flare and reflections. Okay, so now that I gave you all the specifications, let's go outside and see this thing in action. Okay, I'm out here showing you what the AUKEY wide-angle lens is like right now. It's currently attached to my phone. And let me get into the normal corner I get into. And right in there, we're between the fence and the garage here, you'll see a telephone pole. That's what I'm focusing on for you. Now I'm going to take the lens off so you can see how much of a wide angle view you get with this lens. Alrighty, now let me put the lens back on. And that's it with the lens back on. So you can see the difference. Very bright sunny day here in Michigan. Also, this lens, if you unscrew the wide angle part, you do get a 15 times macro lens. And I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, this is the 15 times macro lens. And let's see how close I can get. Okay, I would say you can get about a half an inch to your subject. Okay. Yeah, about a good half an inch. Of course, you might have to, if your phone supports it, you might have to tap the screen for focus because it is a macro lens. Now this, I'm literally touching the leaf with the 15 times macro lens. Still in the shade. Sorry about my shaky hands. And that there's a breeze out here, so the leaves are moving a little bit. That's a little bit more than half an inch, or a little less than half an inch away. There you go. I had to tap to focus on that one. And let's get some wood grain. Yes, I'm still in the shade. Alright, what I'm going to do is actually touch the fence. Let me tap to focus. That, folks, is about 1/4 of an inch away from the wood fence.